guys, and welcome to episode number 6, where we're going to be making a Tinker's Construct Smeltery for processing ores, as well as upgrading an existing Tinker's tool with a metal part. These kind of go hand in hand, so we're going to do them both in the same episode. And I think we'll also do make Obsidian with a stone barrel. That one's pretty easy. And there was one more, build a second layer to your island below the level you started from. So we'll go ahead and do that one as well. That one's super easy, so I'm just going to show you guys how to do that real quick. Let me just grab my bucket out. And before we get into that, we are going to need quite a bit of water in this episode, so what I recommend is building a 4x4 with blocks, filling it with water, and it'll give you an endless supply of water. So moving on, let's, I think we're going to use cobblestone for our second layer just because we have an abundant amount of it. If you followed our automated cobblestone generator for the, I think it was the last episode, you should have plenty of cobblestone, so it's not a big deal to make the second layer out of cobblestone. So all you're going to do is grab some water with your bucket, throw it on the side of your now existing platform, and we're going to ride down it. I do suggest if you have anything important on your inventory that you put it away because if you're probably a lot better at this than I am, but I'll probably end up falling here. Hopefully I don't, but what you're gonna do is you're just gonna ride the water down. Ooh, okay, I told you. Just ride the water down enough to start building a pole down. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna do about 8 down. Gonna ride the water up just a little bit and then throw one on the bottom there. Here we go. Alright, and now I want to use slabs. I do have some stone slabs on me. Let's just take these stone slabs and start building our platform for our second layer. Alright, and there is our second layer. That's all we gotta do. Quest done. Achievement unlocked. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and now, of course, you can make this a lot bigger, but for sake of time and the video, I don't want to make it super long, so we will just leave it as is for now. And we're just gonna ride the water back up. Now later on we can make an elevator block, and then you just hop on that block, hit shift, and it'll take you right down to your second layer. And once you have one down at the bottom, you just press space and it'll bring you up to the top layer. So the next thing we're going to do is work on our Tinker's Construct Smeltery, and for this you're going to need seared brick. And for seared brick, you're going to need grout. You're going to need fire grout, and the recipe for grout is gravel, sand, and clay. So that's why I said you need a lot of water for this recipe, because in order to make the clay, you need to make dust. Let me throw some dust down real quick. And I know I've already shown you guys how to make clay, but we're just going to do it again real quick. There we go, we got some dust. And then you just throw dust in with the water, and that'll make your clay. Take the clay out. Hit the clay with the hammer. We are good to go. So I believe we have sand, we have gravel, and we have our clay. Let's go ahead and make some grout. You're gonna need quite a bit too. Let's make that. That'll give us 42, that's good enough for now. And then all you gotta do is fire the clay in the furnace and you will get seared bricks. Now, I do already have the parts I need for this. The reason I'm doing it again is because when I was recording before, while I was waiting for the brick to be seared, I was taking down the old mob grinder that we made. We made 2 mob grinders, one that I made just to show you guys, and the other one I made for my own personal use. While I was doing that, I accidentally vein mined my mob farm, and it was just mobs everywhere, and it took me forever to get it cleaned up. So we're just gonna restart, do it again, and that's the thing with Skyfactory. You know, you're gonna have some issues along the way, but just with a little more time, you can get it worked out. So we're gonna start making these seared bricks. We're gonna need more than this, or you're gonna need more than this, because we're gonna turn that seared brick, or these seared brick, into seared bricks. Gonna turn seared brick into seared bricks. And how you're gonna do that is just make it into your personal inventory crafting, into the 4, and then you get 1 brick. So we're going to need 16 bricks for the smeltery that I'm going to show you guys. So let's pull that back up. I've of course already had 14 on me. It's going to take you a lot longer to get to 16, but in any case we got 16. Let's start by doing this. All right. So let's go ahead. Ooh, shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's take that back down real quick. There we go. All right, so we're gonna clear out a 2x2. Just gonna knock it out here. And I'm not gonna make this huge because we don't need it to be really big right now, especially being early game. All right, so take 4 of your bricks, throw them in there. And we're going to take, do we have any more wooden slabs? We do. All right. We're just gonna surround that with wooden slabs real quick. Oof. Because when you're building the walls for your smeltery, the walls don't have to be on top of the platform. So we're gonna put them on the side, and that's gonna save us brick. So we're gonna put 2 surrounding it. All right, perfect. And now we're gonna put 2 on top over here and 2 on top over here, and that's it for the seared brick. That's all we need to do for the seared brick. So the very next thing is a searing tank, or a seared tank, I'm sorry. You're gonna need to make this seared tank. And that is just 8 seared brick and a piece of glass for a seared tank. And the other thing you're going to want to make, let me throw this down here so you guys can see what we're working on. Once you get your seared tank, you're also going to need a smeltery controller. And for the smeltery controller, you just need 8 seared brick with nothing in the middle. Once you get your seared brick controller, throw it here, and your seared tank right beside it. All right, and moving on. The next thing we need is a smeltery drain, and we're going to make 2 of these. So you need 6 seared brick to make 1 drain. You're going to make 2 of those drains. Let's throw that down there. And the very next thing is the faucets. We're also going to need 2 faucets. And to make the faucets, it's kind of the same recipe as the bucket, but with seared bricks. Make 2 of those faucets. All right, now let's bring this drain over here. We'll throw 1 drain here and 1 drain here, and then of course throw your faucets right on the drains. And we need to put, we're gonna put 2 more slabs in front of it. Alright, so those are the drains all set and ready to go. The very next thing we're gonna need is a casting basin and a casting table. Now these are easy to make. You just need the U shape for the casting basin, and the casting table is going to be the exact opposite recipe. It's going to be the table recipe. So make your casting basin and your casting table. Once you have those crafted, bring them on over. It doesn't matter which order you put them in, but you're going to put the basin under 1 faucet and the casting table under the 2nd faucet. And there we go. That is our smeltery. Now my seared tank already has some lava in it. Like I said before, we had already built this, and I took it back down so we can make our episode, and you guys, could actually follow along without me destroying my mob grinder in the middle of it. But the very next thing you're gonna do is get some lava, because the smeltery works off of lava, and go ahead and throw it into the seared tank. And there we go. We got our smeltery, or our Tinker's Construct smeltery for processing ore checked off. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is upgrade an existing Tinker tool with a metal part. And let's go ahead and check off the 2nd layer too, because we already did that. Upgrade an existing Tinker's tool with a metal part. Alright, so we're going to go over to our Tinker tool, our Tinker station here. And I don't know. What do you guys want to make? Let's do. I'm trying to think here. What should we make? Let's do an axe. I think an axe would be good because we do need our axe for the trees, and that's probably going to be the most efficient thing to get. So make an axe head pattern. If you need to know what the recipe is for the axe, just go over to your tool station, click on the axe, and it'll show you need an axe head, you need the binding, and then you need the tough tool rod. So let's go back over here. We probably have the tool rod, or I'm sorry, not the tough tool rod, the tool rod pattern. So we got the tool rod pattern, we have our axe head pattern. Now all we need is the binding. Where's the binding at? Here it is, perfect. Let's make sure that's the right one. Binding pattern, yes. Make sure it's not the tough binding pattern, you just need the binding pattern. All right, and let's go over to our tool station. We're gonna click on the axe. Oh, sorry. First we're gonna go over to our part crafter. We're going to throw the head of the axe in because that's the part we're gonna make metal right now. Now you can, actually we'll do the rod and the head while we're at it. So you're gonna use flint or you can use stone. Actually, I'm gonna use stone because it's gonna be more efficient. We'll do a stone axe head, and then we'll switch it with the handle. Ooh, that's gravel. I don't need gravel. We need stone, there we go. And then we're gonna get the binding as well. So let's grab the binding. All right, so now that you have the stone pieces for the axe head, you're gonna come over to your casting table. And this is how you're gonna make a cast of the item, and that's how you're gonna be able to make it metal. So let's throw our axe head down there first. And what you need to make a cast is gold. Now you guys should have quite a bit of gold from sifting the gravel in your iron flint, or your iron stiffen mesh sieve. So you should have plenty of gold. We're just gonna throw the pieces there, or the chunks in there, and that's gonna automatically smelt it. And now we just wait for that to be smelted. Perfect. All right, so now the gold is smelted in the smeltery. We have our axe head on the casting table. Now you're just gonna right click on the faucet. Let me go ahead and put another slab there and there. Perfect. All right, and once the axe head disappears, you now have a cast. And we're gonna do the same thing for the rod. And that's gone, we got our rod. Perfect. All right, so now that we have this, let's see if we have enough for the, well, never mind. All right, so we're gonna make this out of iron. We're gonna make an iron axe. However, let me just warn you real quick. If you put iron in here with gold, it is going to make a new metal. You do not want gold in there while you smelt iron. The two will mix together and you'll get a completely different metal than what you're looking for. So go ahead and right click on your faucet on the casting basin, and that'll start filling up with gold. And this is how you also make blocks of ore as well. Well, we do have enough gold to make a block, so that'll give us a gold block there once it's cooled. And there it is. All right, so let's grab that gold block and we'll hit it one more time just to get the rest of that gold out. Perfect. All right, so now all the gold is out. Now, with your casting basin, it's not going to turn into a block, obviously, because there wasn't enough gold in there to make a block. There's two things you can do here. You can leave it in there until you have more gold to make a block, or you can simply break this and replace it, and it'll get rid of that gold that's in there. It's kind of a waste of gold, though. So the next thing we're going to do is throw some iron in there. We'll throw that iron chunk, and then we have an iron ingot. We're just going to do 2 for now. It's going to be 1 iron per cast. So we have 2 iron in there at the moment. We're going to go ahead and throw our axe head down there. Wait for that to smelt. Alright, now the iron is smelted, so we just do exactly what we were doing before. We right click on the faucet, and once that hits 100%, we're going to get an iron axe head. Perfect. So now we're going to pick that up, throw the rod down, do the same thing, right click on the faucet, and that'll give us our metal rod. And then we're going to pick up our cast off of there. And that should have emptied it. Let me just double check. Yes, it did empty it. So it is just 1 ingot per cast. To make the cast, I believe, I could be mistaken, I believe it's 3 gold, but it might be 2, but I believe it's 3. Pretty sure it's 3. All right, so come on over to your tool station. We're gonna click axe. We're gonna put the axe head in there, the rod, and the bindings, and that's gonna give us our iron axe. And with the Tinker's Construct, if you guys don't already know this, the more you use the axe, the better the axe gets. And if you end up breaking the axe, it'll just show as broken and won't disappear out of your inventory. You just come back to the tool station, throw it in here with a piece of iron, and it will repair for you. Alright, so that is the Tinker's Smeltery, the second layer, and upgrading the Tinker's Construct tool to metal. Let's go ahead and check all of those off. We got to make an existing Tinker's tool with the metal part. Perfect. Now the last thing we need to do to clear out this page is make obsidian with a stone barrel. And where do these guys keep coming from? I guess we should have made a sword. Alright, so he's dead. Alright, so make obsidian with a stone barrel. So for our stone barrel, first thing we need to do is make some more lava. We're gonna need that, so make sure you throw some stone in your crucible to get some lava. We're gonna need water. Make sure you have water, but if you did do the 4x4 like I was showing you before, you have an infinite supply of water, so you're all set. And we're gonna need a stone barrel. Let's go to stone barrel. And that requires 6 stone and 1 stone slab, and I believe we already have stone. We do. Ooh, we actually need 1 more. So let's come on over here and smelt 1 more cobblestone. And once that cobblestone is done, we will make that stone barrel. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. There we are. Alright, so 6 stone. 1 stone slab. Perfect. Now we're just going to come on over here, and we'll throw it back here. Actually, let's make it even with the others. Oh! No! We really need to put some more torches up. I don't even know what that was that just hit us off the side. But, alright, so that kind of sucked. I guess we're not gonna move that right away. Anyway, now I need to get some more iron because I had all my iron on my body, and of course I didn't put keep inventory on. Therefore we died and lost everything. So I'm gonna get some more iron. We're gonna wait for that lava to burn up here, and we will be right back. Alright, so the lava is now done. We did get our bucket back after we had to make some more iron after our untimely death. And we did go ahead and take care of that area where our mobs were spawning. While I was fixing the mob grinder over there, I had pulled up on some rock and or some stone and forgot to remove it, so they were spawning over there on top of it. But anyway, to check off this achievement, we're just gonna grab some lava. And next, grab a bucket of water. Alright, so now you want to throw your lava into the stone barrel. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take we still have a couple slabs here. We're going to pull up on the cobblestone here right above our stone barrel, and we're going to throw some water right there. And you can pick your water back up. And now you have obsidian. So once the stone barrel has lava in it, you actually cannot throw water in it. So you have to pour the water over top of the stone barrel, and that will make your obsidian. So let's go back to our achievement book. Oh, we lost our achievement book. And do we have another one? I think we have another one somewhere. We do. Alright, perfect. Alright, so now open up your achievement book, check off make obsidian with a stone barrel, and you are completed with yet another page. And the last thing we need to do is enchant a sieve mesh. And that's the last quest we have to do for the Stone Age achievements. And then we'll move on to Farming Age. So that'll be it for episode 6, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below. And we will see you back for episode 7. Until then, y'all have a fantastic weekend, the rest of your weekend, and a great week.